Alright, so I just got done watching this documentary. It was called Conspiracy Road Trip Creationism. And basically what they do in this is they take 5 British people, because it's a BBC documentary, and they take them out to, like, I think they start in, it's in the American Southwest. You know, they go California, Nevada, places like that. And at the start of the documentary you see all the places they're going to go. They tell you everywhere they're going to go, and I see one of the places on there is Bakersfield. And I instantly get it in my head. I know why they're taking them to Bakersfield, and that's because that's where the oil fields are. And seeing this documentary kind of prompted me to talk about something and do a video on something I've known about for a long time. And I have this thing, I've used this phrase on here before, fact denial. Well, there's lots of subsets, you know, of fact denial. You can deny the facts on a lot of things, but one of the things that creationists are guilty of is called fossil fuel denial. And, you know, creationists, the young Earth type, will say the Earth is 6,000 years old, and yet, you know, they'll go out every day and they'll drive in their car, and they don't realize that this is a very hypocritical act, because if you're using oil, you're using gasoline, you know, gasoline is made from oil, yet you're not acknowledging the fact that all oil takes millions of years to create it. You know, ask any geoscientist, anyone who, you know, at least is getting a paycheck. Notice that all these creationists, so-called scientists, you know, not many of them are really getting a paycheck to go out and say that the Earth is 6,000 years old. It's mostly retired people who just do it on their own. Because if they came out during their working career, no one would respect them, because there's no evidence for it. So fossil fuel denial, what is it? Fossil fuel denial is when you're going out and you're driving your car while at the same time you're refusing to acknowledge the fact that the only thing that is enabling you to drive around in your car was created over a process of millions of years. And there's like kind of a wider phenomenon like this. People are happy to use the results of science, yet they deny it at every turn. I was even on one of those stupid idiot racist forums. I was on Stormfront again, and they're trying to say Einstein was a fraud, relativity isn't real, yet every day their house is probably being powered by a nuclear plant. You know, it's just typical bullcrap. I'm tired of people trashing science, yet using its products every day. Stop denying the things that are making your life better. You know, just come to the 21st century, embrace it. Give up your creationism. Oil is real. You know oil is real. Why can't you acknowledge the fact that it was formed over, you know, millions of years, and not 6,000 years? It wasn't put there by God. And on an ending note, I'll just talk about the abiotic oil freaks. No, the oil is not generated, you know, constantly. At least not at the rate you're thinking it is. There is no abiotic oil. There is no oil company conspiracy to, you know, hide all of the abiotic oil so that the prices stay high. There has not been one field, you know, not one well drilled that they have got abiotic oil out of it. I mean, if there could be one person, you cannot tell me that the world across that there is not one well that someone who was outside of the oil majors would drill and, you know, couldn't find it. There is no such thing as abiotic oil. It's Russian pseudoscience. And Webster Tarpley's an idiot. He says that abiotic oil is real. I listen to Tarpley a lot. I think he's got a lot of good ideas, but he thinks that he says Russian scientists were to be, you know, trusted. He obviously doesn't know what a Lysenkoist is. So stop denying fossil fuels. The Earth is not 6,000 years old, and abiotic oil is a fraud. Stop listening to those people.